You were at the Locarno speech by the Foreign Secretary where this progressive realism was trumpeted. One of the things that David Lammy mentioned was the approach to China. Of course, we've had Rachel Reeves's visit there last weekend as well. How much scope does the UK have to deviate from US policy on China, especially with Donald Trump in the White House?
I think the reality is pretty limited, and actually conversations I've had with people fairly close to Trump have been fairly clear that China is his number one priority and his number one kind of thinking, or in what he's most likely to push the UK on. There'll be a bit about European security as well and increasing defence spending, but China is where Trump wants the UK and Europe to come with him and support him on China. So that makes the UK's current position quite tricky, because in the last couple of months we've moved closer towards China. Now, that might have been strategic, and you're closer and then you can move from that position further away, but you end up closer to where you started. So there's a logic to it, perhaps. But it does put us in a difficult position, because actually we're already seeing Trump getting frustrated with a lot of European countries when it comes to China, and he will be forthright. I think the questions around a potential US-China trade war are looking increasingly likely and increasingly real, and so the UK will be caught in the middle, and realistically we're going to go with the United States over China. That's our long-standing relationship and ally. So I think it's a case of when we move back to kind of a more US approach to China, not if.